Hey y'all, welcome. APG Jamie here. And I'm happy that you're here too. So today is our B group design team, and it's our third project for the Mermaid Fairy digital, and there are some stamps and stencils and washi stickers that go with this. You can see my previous videos. I'll link to them in the description below to see the full flip through. I will have a flip through of a freebie. Okay, so be sure to tune into the blog to get information on possible coupons and our other freebies from time to time. You just don't never know, y'all. So I wanted to make a notepad. I don't know why. Sometimes I get stuff in my head and I'm like, yeah. And I wanted to use this page, cut apart. So I printed off the one page on cardstock. I wanted to print it in kind of a draft mode, toner saver even. And I was showing you the comparison there of the full strength compared to my toner save mode, okay? And I could have printed it double-sided, but already had printed out this set of digitals, and I thought, well, let's just use one of these existing backgrounds that we have printed out. So I've roughly cut out all my little images, and I am using the glue stick to glue that onto the back side of a background. Okay, I just love those backgrounds, y'all. And I also printed out a double-sided on regular copy paper of the neutral page. We're going to use that for our inside pages. Now, these are not an exact replica of each other. I've used the two different body sizes, styles, whatever. And that's the neutral background. That's in toner save mode as well, because I wanted it light, y'all. Anyways, they're not exact, so, it's going to be a little hit and miss on that. So I'm going to trace out the one image. This is the one that is slightly smaller. And when I say slightly, I mean like a 1/16 of an inch smaller. And I thought I could be clever and trace one on top of the other and then fold it in half. That didn't quite work out for me. So I will fussy cut my two pages together and trim that out, and I will trace them again and trim out 4 more. Is it 4 more? Anyway, I have 2 sheets, and I will cut them apart because the folding thing just didn't quite work. Now, these are hand-drawn images that Belle has done and colorized, and there are some black and white images as well in this digital. And let me just remind you while I'm at it, because I'm thinking about it, MerMay, that's hashtag MERMAY, is coming up in May. James Burke, I believe, is the one that has started that. Anyway, this would be so fun for that. So what I've done for the head is I've got like 3 layers of cardstock on that. And we're going to be adding some cheesecloth. This was a table runner, colorized table runner cheesecloth stuff scarves that I picked up at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. Was a bunch in it. So, if you're just using little bits at a time, I should have it forever almost. And I thought, well, I'm going to put some yellow embroidery floss on there as well, so it looked kind of like hair floating around. That part didn't really work out for me, but that's okay. I'm very happy with this project even. So I'm gluing those on. I'm using art glitter glue, and in a little bit I will switch over to Aleene's original tacky glue, my favorite. And yeah, I mean, they do stick out just a little bit. They are there. You'd have to really kind of pay attention to see them, but you know, not necessary. And I am keeping it up on the back part of her head and not so much on her neck, because we will need to glue her on to our little notepad cover at some point. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I let that dry for a little bit. How long did I let it dry? I don't know, just a little bit. Long enough to go in the house, switch the laundry around in the washer and dryer, probably. Now this is a scrap of cardstock die cut. It's on my desk, and I thought, you know what? I think that would decorate this here front cover. And I really like the texture that it imparts on there. It's just a little something, something, okay? And it was just a die cut, I think, of a pine cone. I don't know. I don't really use it. I was just checking the dies out. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I was reaching around for something. And I've got the front and the back. Like I said, they are not exact, so they do not line up perfectly. And so kind of, if you're a perfectionist, this might not be the project for you. Although you could fuss with it and make it so. Okay? And on the inside pages, you may have to fiddle around, probably will have to fiddle around a little bit to get them to all kind of line up under the covers. Now I'm taking a pokey tool and I'm poking a hole on, that's the bottom is going to be where the tail goes, and poking holes in both tails because they have a front and a back, because there's a front and a back cover to this little notepad. Okay, it will and is very suitable to go in a journal, or it could be a standalone as well. Just saying. So tiny one of those little tiny brads, and putting it in there, I will use a bit of the scrap background paper there to cover up the little splayed out arms on the brad, so you know, you don't get caught up on it or whatnot. We will get to that. I know most of the video's been sped up, not overly sped up, but sped up nonetheless. There is also a blog post over on the blog. Well, on the blog, of course, there's a blog post, for heaven's sakes. Anyway, I said that earlier. You're going to want to visit there. You know, there's possible freebies or discounts or whatnot. You know, Bee's always got some kind of something going on. Anyway, just trimming off a couple little pointy things that for whatever reason bothered me. And now I'm going to cut off a little piece of this to cover up the brad arms on that little back cover. Well, actually sitting here, I don't know which is the front and which is the back. The blue one's going on the front though. Okay. And I really like those tails that kind of swish around, y'all. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. See, I just swished it. Swish! Anyway, more glue. Being careful not to glue the tail stuck. You know, I want it to swish around. So, okay. Makes me happy. Had these little diamonds. They're from the Dollar Tree. They're really cool. They're very faceted. And they're almost bubbly. And I thought, well, we need some diamonds because mermaids need diamonds. They need glitzy diamondage. So I'm putting that on the top part of the tail. There's some room between the brad and the top part of the tail. And I'm just putting 3 on the front, 3 on the back. There's plenty of room to add lots more if one should want to do that or not. And use some bluish ones on the front, and I'm using pinkish on the back, and the one I put in the middle is a slightly different color. I didn't realize there was more than one pink on there, but whatever. So here's our inside pages, our front and back cover. I'm going to line them up. As you can see, I do kind of have a neck spot there. And I'm going to staple it. My first staple messed up. A tiny tasher would be perfect for this because my staple's almost too wide for it. Almost. It was close, y'all. So I got one going one way and one going the other way. And I'm pretty happy with how secure it feels. And I'm going to, what are we doing now? Oh, I've got another one of those little scrap die cut things, and I'm just trimming off just a little bit because when I go to glue the head on, I want to kind of disguise that it's just like glued on there instead of, you know, actually being in a neck. So, and it's going to cover up, that little bit is going to cover up the staples, and I'm very pleased with how that came out. Now, at times during this project, I thought, this is not working. Y'all know I've had that kind of a year. Just seems like things just aren't quite working for me. But in the end, I love it. Makes me stinking happy. So, got that going on. Gonna look at the back. And I'm like, I need more cheesecloth, because I really like how that looks. And I want to pull in some blue. So I've got some light blue. I've got a darker navy blue. And of course, on my current screen, it looks a little orange, but it's really a yellow, almost a yellow ochre. I guess that could sort of be an orange as well. Anyway, I'm just going to glue bits of that around. I want it to be wispy and kind of free floaty like. So, and yeah, I could have used Fabrifix, Beacon 3-in-1. What's that other Fabritac? Anyway, I'm just going with Aleene's Original or the Art Glitter Glue. No glitter in it. And I'm just tapping it down. I'm like, yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot, y'all. So it's like, more. I need more. And I think even after I stopped filming, I added a couple more pieces of the yellow on top. And I thought, well, you know, that looks a little bunched up right there. I mean, it's kind of flat. It's not super bunch. But anyway, I thought, I want to, you know, cover that up a little bit to make it look a bit more uniform. So I'm trimming out one of the starfish, and we will glue that on there. And it's just like, yeah, that's exactly what her fancy hair needed, okay? Okay. Gluing that on, gluing it on. Like I said, I do add more cheesecloth. And I thought, well, let's just go ahead and cut out that other starfish and put it on the front. And that's when we're going to put a yellow diamond in the middle of it. Because we can, if we want to. I mean, we can. So I do. Now, I wanted just a little bit more. And I thought about getting out the embossing powder. But I thought, I don't think I want to mess with the embossing powder because I've already got diamonds glued on and other layers going on. So I got out my Jelly Rose Stardust pen, and it just adds like glitter ink to it, y'all. Very cool. But you can't see it on the video, and you can't really see it in the pictures, but you can in real life. Sometimes I think it's these little details that really put the finishing touches on things. Like that starfish on the back of her head. It just finishes off the back of her head. Now, I mentioned the freebie. So here's the freebie. We've got fish in a submarine. We've got dots. And we got a stripy paper, y'all. So cool. Look how pretty they are. Anyway, B did us a favor and mirror imaged the fish. So I actually printed my fish back to back. So my fish are double-sided. Here's our flip-flop. It makes me happy, y'all. She can go in a journal, on a journal, in a pocket, on the refrigerator. Of course, if you put her on the refrigerator, you're going to want to add a magnet. Anyway, love all the floofly movement going on with her hair and the cheesecloth, you know, and her tail swishing around. And Here's our pages, and it would have been so cool if I'd have thought about it at the time to have stamped some of those fish on the pages, because that stamp set is adorable. Anyway, this is it. Ta-da! Photo montage. Gosh, be sure to visit the vlog. There are other artists on the design team, and they all have stuff. It goes up on Wednesdays, I do believe, y'all. So there's lots of other people to see what they're doing with this same kind of stuff. Be sure to like their videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy arting, y'all.